Hey, you lovely people. Thank me for being here today. And today, we're gonna get into this Bad Boys DR. And as always, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you can be notified every time I upload. Leave a comment, share the video. It helped my channel grow. Let's grow together. Thank you. First off, honorable mention Jada. So far, I am fully entertained. Fully entertained. Besides, the fighting and everything like that, because we ain't about to act like Jada been winning all the fights now. Okay? But Jada is hilarious. Pure entertainment so far. Yes. Oh, and Links. How can I forget Links? OMG. Comedy, entertained. I ain't no doctor, but he got a little ADHD, ADD, something along those type of alphabets going on with the, hyper active. Yeah, I don't know, but so far, pure entertainment, pure comedy, like laughing, laughing my off at both of them. Now, Noel explaining himself to Jada about him crying about his grandpa, and Jada just like, don't nobody care. You crying, you want to cry, go home. Go home. You want to cry, I'm about to beat you up. Or go home. And then Noel's just like, oh, he's bullying me, and I'm sad about my grandpa. And it's like, oh, boy, y'all the same size. Y'all is the same size. You better stop using that little soft voice and get him. He is playing with you. Let him slap you up like that. And you crying already. You all that grandpa. You supposed to take all that out on that nigga. He playing like that. Playing in your face like that. You letting him. No. why why is Noel Roll out sad? I'm in here crying about my grandpa, and you coming in here bullying me. and then Jada rolled out like, he's like, you came in here popping it. And he's like, I am. I came in here popping it. And he was like, you did. He was like, you was crying, weren't you? And he was like, Noel was like, yes, I was. And Jada's like, then you need to go home. And then so Noel like, I don't need to go home. So Jada like, so your grandpa put a battery in your back? Noel like, no, my grandpa ain't put no battery in my back. What is going on? I can't. When I say pure comedy, pure comedy. What is going on here? So they basically fought over and over again because Noel was crying because of his grandpa at home sick, and Jada don't mess with his grandparents. So they fighting back and forth about that. So Landon gathering everybody for the house meeting. In the midst of him trying to gather everybody for the house meeting, Noel tells Shawty like, "Oh, I need that. You messed up my eye. I need that from you again." So Shawty like, "Oh, okay, you could get that." Boom. Shawty ran up on Jada while he was sitting down. Got that. Then turn around. John sitting right here asking Says Blue if he wanted to fight, and Says Blue like basically like, nah, he don't want to fight. He got somebody for John, and John like, don't linger around me. Then if you don't want to fight, then don't linger. And he just keeps saying, John just keeps saying how Seth keeps saying he got somebody for him, somebody bigger than him to run his back phase and all this other stuff. So everybody come down, everybody get in the living room for the house meeting or whatever. As soon as it start, Jada like, oh yeah, Noel said whoever voted him to go home, he need that. So Jada like everybody that voted him to go home, look at him, and then they're like, oh, I got the list right. I got the list right here because you did get the most votes last night to go home. I got the list right here. Whoever voted him out, I let them say who voted for him or whatever. So Shawty like, well, I voted for you or whatever. This, that, and the third. Noel like, oh, okay, cool. I don't want to fight you. So all the other boys trying Pootie, Jada, Landon, they try and press the issue like, oh yeah, fight the first person that said that they wanted you to go home, fight, like just basically trying to fight, force Noel to fight, Shotty. So Noel like, next, who else voted me out? So Pootie like me. So Noel like, you want that? So um they both like, yeah, whatever, whatever. So they get into it, they get the fighting or whatever. So it kind of looked like Pootie got that. I mean, it looked kind of like Landon got that, but it's not really like Landon tore Noel, but they fought, and Landon got more hits and whatever. So after that, Pootie basically was like, "Oh, me, I'm next. Hi, I voted you too." So him and Pootie get to fighting or whatever. So from what I'm from my point of view, it looked like, I don't know, Noel Jai like tagged Pootie one good time, and he was Jai like, he didn't know which way to look for a minute. I feel like Pootie thought he was going to get up on Noel, how Landon got up on Noel, but it didn't really work how he thought it was going to work. I don't really feel like Pootie took that one. I just feel like it was a fight, and Noel got the better hits. I don't know. It was just Noel arms is just like longer than Pootie's, so he wasn't really like he was throwing them stiff joints. Pootie was throwing some stiff ones, but Noel arms, he just had more reach. All right, so they go to the next person. Next person is check star with some whoever the boy name is. They like, yeah, you had 4 votes, you was next, who voted him to go out or whatever. So Link's like me or whatever. So basically Link's felt as though he needs to go because Link's had popped off on him on the Sprinter van on the previous episode because he had made like a joke about his dread or whatever. So Link's beat him up on the Sprinter, and he like, Check ain't do nothing. Like, he ain't want to get his lick back. He ain't want to do nothing. Like, he didn't even fight back. He didn't even pinch the nigga. So he like, you didn't even pinch me, nigga. You didn't do nothing. You need to go. So Link's like, you keep coming to me apologizing, whatever, whatever. You're not really showing that you're a bad boy. I'm giving you this time right here, right now, to prove yourself to me right now, little nigga, that you a bad boy. Show me right now. So they get the fight, they get the wrecking or whatever. They fighting. Okay, back and forth. It's a fight. he trying to fight back, little nigga. So after the fight or whatever, they fought a couple of times. Link's like, you get my respect. You get my respect now. But Check just like, it was a joke. It was just a joke. It wasn't even supposed to have got this far. It was just a joke. I was trying to let you know that it was just a joke or whatever the case may be. Okay, cool. So they fight. After they fight, John get to asking Noel, so who you think should go home? So Noel like, well, I ran my month, so I don't think I should go nowhere or whatever. So they're like, okay, so who do you think should go home? So he like, well, I think Check should go home. So Jada like, oh, you trying to say you think Check should go home basically because he an easy target. You not trying to say nobody else because you ain't trying to run nobody else. So Jada just basically like, everybody just like, they don't think that he should go home. He just ran links. He stood up just now, whatever, he ran links, so he shouldn't be voted out to go nowhere, whatever. Side note, John giving everybody a nickname is fucking crazy. Why would he call Check? This is gonna be stuck in my head. He called Check the Keebler Elf. And then he called Sid, I'm done. I am done. When I tell you this show, these last couple of episodes has been pure comedy. Pure comedy. So Stace and John get to getting into it or whatever, because John's still basically like, if you don't want to fight, you need to shut the fuck up. And Stace like, you shut up. So they get the squaring up about to get into it or whatever. So of course John then tackled the dude or whatever. Then flipped and tumbled over the table and everything. So Stace basically just telling John like, you need to go back to the little cabin. You can't fight. None of that. I got something for you. I told you I got something for you or whatever. I got something for you. I got somebody for you. Whatever. Just like John was saying that he said he got somebody for him, and he want him really have to throw them things. He need John to get somebody that's on a different type of level, so he could really throw them joints and not be tackling using football moves and stuff, wrestling and rolling and touching and stuff like that. So after the meeting, all the boys disperse, go to their own corner. So Pootie and Landon having their own little conversation. In the midst of them talking about their conversation, they talking about Island Boy and Jada getting into it on the blogs. As they talking about that, Jada is walking in the room. So they been messy, of course, trying to figure out what's the issue, what's what, and what's going on. So Jada basically like I'm just gonna deal with that whenever Island Boy get here. It is what it is. So they're like, oh, okay, cool, let's go. Change our clothes, go down to the pool. So they go down to the pool. Nobody changed their clothes. Noel still got the same. I mean, I said Noel. Jada still got them same sweatpants that he had on when he was just having a conversation. All he did was rolled it all the way up his leg. They already know that they already been ready for their face. He didn't change to nothing. He already knew that he was not about to have fun, that he was about to fight. So in the inside of the other room, so some of the boys went out to the pool, and then the rest of the boys was in like the living room sitting around talking or whatever. So John the Don basically asked Lynx like, what's going to happen once Corey get in here, because mind you, Lynx still want that with Corey because Corey pulled out Lynx dreads. So he like, so what you gonna do once he get in here? And he can't fight or whatever. So he like, oh, I got injuries too. Da da da. Basically, like he on that when he get in there. Lo and behold, Corey is walking in the door. Corey coming in with a skirt on, and Link's just sitting there like, what is going on? I'm thinking I'm about to fight a man. I can't sit right here and fight no nigga in no skirt. So this ain't even. Something ain't right. I can't sit right here and do that. So on the other hand, the guys that's outside at the pool. So Shawty just sitting there, thinking, I guess thinking and looking at everybody and just like, so how everybody feel about today or whatever, whatever. So Jada basically like, oh, I like basically I left today. Today was great. Today was wonderful. So Shawty like, ain't nobody talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I want to hear from Landon. So basically Shawty still felt some type of way about him and Jada fight when Jada fought him again right before the meeting. So Shorty was basically like, if we squashed it in the van, then I don't understand why we sat right here and we fought again in the house if you had already squashed it. So Jada basically like, well, I went to sleep and then I woke up and I seen that my face was irritated and I seen that the cause of the irritation was you, so that I had to so the irritation had to get dealt with. So Shawty basically just still like, I don't understand. I'm not that type of person. If I squash something, something is squashed. I'm not about to sit right here and squash something and then go back and want to fight that person or bring it back up or whatever the case may be. So Jada just basically like, so you're saying all of that to say what? Like you said all them words to say what? So Shotty tried to run up on Jada. Jada got up so quick, turned around and put his hands up like, hold on, like don't move. So why when he put his hands up, Shotty like stopped and like paused, and then like in his head it clicked. He like, oh no, you got me fucked up. Then he started swinging. Oh my god, Jada is so funny. I'm about to be saying this all season about Jada, all season. I can see it right now. So they fighting, not really even really fighting. They like tussling and Jada trying to slam Shawty in the water. They just grabbing each other, rolling around. They fall. Security try to break them up. Shawty getting some good hits in while security got Jada. While security is holding Jada back, Shawty is getting some really good hits in. So after that, they go back in the house and they have another house meeting. At this house meeting, we have the people who was injured reserve, which was Corey and the other little guy, the one who announced that he was straight on the first episode, which I don't even understand why he did that. It made you look even more whatever. So I guess they having another house meeting because now Corey there. So now they're asking, they catching Corey up and they asking him, who he thinks should go home or whatever. In the midst of them saying that, Seth's like, Oh, I voted for you to go home. So Corey like, of course you did. I'm a star. Of course you would vote a star to go home. So Corey basically said that he think Noel should go home, and when he said that he thought Noel should go home, everybody was like, "Oh wow, I thought y'all was cordial." Like, basically, like, why would you pick him? But he like, well, yesterday I felt like Noel should go home, but today, I'm not sure. In the midst of them talking and having that conversation, in walks Island Boy. So Island Boy come in real big energy. Everybody, giving hugs, dapping him up and all that. So Check walk up and he like Island Boy, the Island Boy. The Island Boy like, oh it's only one Island Boy. So Island Boy, he come in on hot. He come in on hot and everything. So as soon as he walk in, he getting straight to it. He like, oh well, yeah. Jada said he gonna get Pootie and Land in the fight. He said anybody in this house except for Paris and Adonis can get the belt. They could get whooped. He line it up with anybody basically. And and Island Boy said he confused because when did him and Adonis get to being cool or friends or whatever the case may be. So, Jada basically like, you said all your words. Now what you want to do? He basically like, you said all them words, and I said what I said plenty of times. What you gonna do about it? What you want to do about it? And Island Boy said, "Oh, come here, come." So Island Boy tried to run and jump over the table and get Jada. Jada done stood up, backed up, getting ready to, square up and everything. Security was right there so fast. When I tell you, Island Boy jumped over the couch. Security like grabbed him in mid-air and he landed on his knees. He landed on his knees and then he bent backwards when they got him. And it was like he never even touched Jada. They didn't even get to fight. So in the midst of them, after that, his knees, Island Boy knees did not stand a chance. They break them up, they get them back up or whatever. So Island Boy like, oh, so what's this? You trying to make a storyline? What's this, a storyline? So Jada like, well, we here now, so let's run a story. So then they get to squaring up and they fighting, and it's really like they pity pat, like they really don't want to hit each other for real, for real. And then Perez just like, oh, I can't see this, I can't do this. I love you both of them as my friends, and I can't do this and all this, that, and the third. And then they just pity patting back and forth. Honestly, they're not really in there like fighting. Like they're not really in there for real. Like I don't know. I can't really explain it, but they're not really fighting for real. They like fighting, but they barely fighting for real. They did like a. I don't even want to say it. I can't even say a tinker in the Cold Killer set. I can't even say they did that because they ain't like square up that long. They was like swinging, but it was like a pity pat kind of set thing. So anyway, they broke it up or whatever. They separated them. Island Boy like, oh, my hamstring. I pulled my hamstring. So Jada over there in one corner mad. They done walked Island Boy out. So Perez trying to calm Jada down. In the midst of him trying to calm Jada down, Jada like, if you don't want that. Before that, Pootie came to Jada and was like, "You good? You okay or whatever?" So Jada like, "Yeah, I'm good." Da, da, da. Then Perez come over there. Perez like, "Oh, just calm down. What's going on? This is crazy. I can't believe y'all did it." So while he talking, Jada like, "Oh, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless you want to fight." So Perez like, "What?" And he like, "Don't talk to me unless you want to fight." So um John basically saying, how like Island Boy really shouldn't replace anybody. He's like main cast, so he shouldn't replace nobody. So no, no. Corey get to saying, Corey like, yeah, I don't think he should replace nobody either, and da da da. So Jada's still irritated in the matter, whatever. So he's telling Corey like, shut up. He could replace you. You need to shut up because he could replace you. So Corey like, I'm not shutting up nothing. I just punched you in your mouth yesterday. So John like, everybody back up, because y'all know how they get or whatever. So Jada done jumped over the couch trying to get Corey. So he jumped over the couch chasing Corey. Corey running around the set, like he running around doing cartwheels and all this other stuff. Like, I can't fight my hand. He laughing, giggling, kiki doing cartwheels and all that. So Lynx look at him doing cartwheels. He like, oh no, you ain't injured. You doing all cartwheels. You did a two-handed cartwheel, all that. You could fight. Now I'm trying to see you. Like, what's up? I'm trying to see you. I need my one now. Mind you, Corey's still running around doing cartwheels in a skirt. So Lynx is trying to get Corey, trying to fight Corey. The whole time, John like, Corey, watch your back, Corey. Put your back up against the glass, Corey. Corey, put your back up against the glass. Corey, watch your back. I said, put your back up against the glass. Watch out, Corey. They gonna get you, Corey. So on the next episode, Landon and Pootie gonna be jumping people. That's what we getting. We getting them jumping people next. They're gonna jump people next episode, and it's like they're gonna jump people, then they're gonna break up. Y'all could have left that on the last network. I had to bring that here. We had enough of that. Seth and John and Don keep fighting. But that's all. That's all I had for today. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you liked, subscribed to my channel. Hit the post notifications so you'll be notified every time I post. Yay! Until next time, bye.